Imagine this. You lost your job. You can't work. You got sick, you got injured, they fired you. What are you going to do? How do you support yourself? How do you support your family at that point? What are you going to do? I ask this to a lot of my patients and a lot of people, and I'd say about 99% of them don't know what they will do. And it's very important to know exactly what you're going to do if, for whatever reason, you can't work. Let's talk about that, because it's not the end of the world. A lot of people think it is, but it's just sometimes the beginning, and sometimes it's a new beginning. So I think it's important to talk about this topic, because I think it's very important for everybody to learn this, young and old. And the younger you learn these things, the better. So before you even lose your job for whatever reason, think about a plan. Think about, what is my plan if I can't do my job? So have that in place already. Know the things that you're going to save money on. Know the things that you're going to cut back on. And while you're making that plan, you might find things that you already want to cut back on. And now you start cutting back so you can save a little more for the future. I would put this down on paper. Write down your expenses that you have now. Write down your expenses that you expect to have if you lose your job, and how you're going to cut it, and how much money it's going to take to survive. I would try to cut down my expenses by a third at least, so that a year's salary will last you 3 years. And that will be a very good way to approach that. Within 3 years, you can set up something, you can find a different job, you could learn something new and start doing something else, and still survive on a salary of a year's salary, but stretch it out to 3 years, which would be ideal. Don't take your current job for granted and think that you're going to be there forever. Think of the things that you can do. Learn new skills. Sometimes you pick up something as a hobby, and that hobby might turn out to be your full-time job in the future. So think about different things that you can learn. Open up your mind, open up to different ideas, different concepts. Learn from everybody around you. Learn what other people are doing to make money. See if there's any other opportunities where you can make a second income, so that you never touch that second income. You live off your first income, and by saving all that income, if the time comes that you lose this job for whatever reason, you still have money coming in from that second job or another income that you've been putting away all this time, and you won't find yourself in any dire straits. You won't find yourself stressed out or with anxiety at all. It'll give you time to do the things that you need to get yourself back on your feet again. The very logical things would be, of course, use your car less, walk around more, get a bike, anything that can save you money. You want to eat in more often. You don't want to be spending money when you don't have to spend money. Of course, in your house, in your home, make sure you save money on your air conditioning, on your light bill, and look at all the different aspects where you can actually save money. Look at the different companies that you can get for your electricity or your phone. Maybe you have to cut your phone line. Who knows? But you look at all these things that you have to cut down once you're not working anymore. If you look back at the video that we did on how to become and stay wealthy, and we talked about the different buckets, we talked about those buckets you're never going to touch. And we talked about savings being one of those buckets. So while you're in your current job and you're saving, or maybe that second job, another income that you're getting, you put away. Say for instance, a teacher, they work 9 months and they're off summer. If you work the summer, don't count that as a salary for you. Put that money away, so that every year you're putting not only what you put away for your teacher retirement, but you're also putting all this extra money that you're earning in summer. The most ideal thing is that if you lose your job, that you very quickly turn around and get a second job, so that your savings you don't have to touch. I would say that money is going to work for you a lot harder in your savings than if you start using it to pay off a lot of things. But that is what savings is for there. You need it at times of distress, when you're going through difficult times, like you don't have a job, and that is actually going to be your salary, but you're going to have to stretch it out for sure. And if you remember, you have those buckets that are for miscellaneous, for entertainment, and for personal, which is 15% of your buckets. If that money isn't being spent, then you're going to have some backup money already before going into your savings as well, which gives you that time to be able to find that second opportunity, another job, another place that you can make your money back again. I think it's very important to go on ahead and teach your children, and I hope that kids watch these videos also, because if you start learning to save money ever since you're a kid, then you won't get into trouble. If when they give you money for your birthday, you put that away. If they give you money for graduation, you put that away. Any other money that they give you at any time, put that away. And if you don't have to use it, don't use it. That's probably the best lesson you can learn as a child, as far as it comes to being able to become wealthy and be able to help your family in the long term and help others as well. Remember that with money, it's not how much money you actually make, it's how much money you spend. If you save a lot of money, you can go on ahead and live a very comfortable life in the future and not have to worry about money. And that's the point that we want everybody to get to, so that you don't have to worry about where is your next meal coming from, how am I going to pay the light bill, how am I going to take care of my family. And if you lose your job, you don't want to have the same questions pop up. So I hope this was very helpful for you. I think that if you go out there and learn some hobbies, learn some trades, do different things, learn from people, see how they do things, see how they do other jobs, and see how they get second incomes, and start learning about those things, because it's very important not to depend on one salary, but get that second salary and never touch it, and you'll see how your money grows and how you become wealthy, and how everything gets easier and easier and easier as you go along. Thank you very much for listening. Subscribe. We'll be talking about Tiger Woods, I think, tomorrow, because he just won the Masters and we're excited about that. So, hey, stay tuned. We'll see you later. Take care. Bye.